Once upon a time, there was a very prosperous kingdom. The kingdom was surrounded by lush valleys and hills. In every corner, there was a wellspring of water that nourished all the people of the kingdom, and that was the Agrafon kingdom. There, a very good-looking and powerful prince was born. However, he had a rare disease. The prince couldn't walk for some period of time. The king of Agrafon, King Kuli, and his wife had searched for many ways to cure their beloved son, but none of the healers could cure the prince. One day, King Guli invited two famous wizard families around the Agrafon kingdom. Both of them were powerful wizards who were known to be expert in curing various diseases. They were the Blackwood family and the Whiteheart family. Yes, both of them are indeed very powerful witches. Blackwood family often use their magical abilities to commit bad acts, such as stealing, slandering, even poisoning and killing someone they didn't like. Without thinking, the king made a competition with a very tempting prize. Anyone who could cure the prince would be rewarded with great honor. Whoever could cure my son, I will marry their daughter to my only son, the prince, and they could live in the palace for life, announced King Guli to the wizard.
The Black Witch of the Blackwood family wished to create a special potion for the prince. Unfortunately, the potion failed and all the ingredients were wasted. Meanwhile, the White Witch of the Whiteheart family managed to create a potent potion that she believed would cure the prince. When it came to the duty of the competition, a sweet potion was given to the royal maids and had to be tasted on perilous mice first. The panic Black Witch suddenly had a cunning idea to win the competition. She swapped her potion with the one from the White Witch. In the first experiment, the White Witch potion was tested. When the potion touched the mouse's body, the mouse totally exploded and instantly became ashes. The shocked king and queen immediately threw the White Witch out of the kingdom hall because they thought she wanted to harm her son. Stupid wizard! Are you planning to kill my only son? How dare you, Whiteheart! Get out of Agrafon and never come back! Guards, take them! Said the queen angrily. The Whiteheart family were escorted by guards out of the kingdom. On the other hand, the Blackwood family were worried if the potion would work well or not.
While in the second experiment, the Black Witch's potion was tasted. When the potion was opened, there was a scent of orchid flowers that made the whole kingdom impatient to know how the potion would react to the experimental mouse. After being applied to the mouse's back, suddenly the mouse looked happy and ran here and there as if its legs were fine. The king and queen were very proud of the Black Witch for having succeeded in creating a potion that was believed to cure the prince's disease. As promised by King Grui, the daughter of the Blackwood family will be matched with his son, and they will live in the palace for life. 20 years passed. The prince grew into a mature man. Even so, his heart was far from peace. He was sick of his future wife, the daughter of the Blackwood family. The Black Witch's daughter was arrogant and always demanded that the prince fulfill all her needs. The prince, who could not stand it anymore, secretly escaped from the palace and found a beautiful hidden place named Narvia village. There lived a young hero and her mother, who were none other than a family of white witches who had been banished from the kingdom.
In the village, the prince felt comfortable, peaceful, and at ease, far from the hustle and bustle of the complicated and boring royal life. However, a sudden recurrence of his illness, he fell unconscious by the river bank without anyone knowing. The daughter of the Whitehart family, who was about to wash her soul by the river, was shocked to find an unconscious man there. The girl took the prince home, and his mother immediately recognized him. Together, they tried to treat the prince. Not long after, the prince slowly regained his consciousness. Oh, where am I? Am I lost or have I been kidnapped? Said the prince confusedly when he woke up. No, I was just trying to help you. You fainted and couldn't walk, oh prince. I have been cured you with a simple potion of mine, explained the village girl. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't remember what was going on to me. Also, thank you for taking care of me, said the prince. However, the prince could not walk yet, so he had to stay in the small hut for a few days. During the healing period, the prince unknowingly fell in love with the village girl. The people of the kingdom, who were confused about where the prince had gone, searched all over the kingdom. However, they could not find the prince. They took the initiative to search throughout the forest and finally found the prince sleeping under a spruce tree with a girl. The doctor of the Blackwood family, who saw this, felt very jealous and asked the prince to return to the kingdom immediately because their wedding was only a few days away.
Princess Blackwood then created an evil spell that could make the prince hate the poor girl. She secretly sneaked into the girl's house and murdered her mother very cruelly. The poor girl could only mourn her sadness without any resistance. The wedding day of the Blackwood prince and princess had come. In the middle of the procession, the prince's illness suddenly recurred. Princess Blackwood panicked, as she had no idea how to cure him. The village girl, who was present in this case, immediately ran forward and helped the prince in front of everyone. This quickly brought back the prince's memories, reminding him that she was the princess of the Whitehart family who was thrown out of the kingdom 20 years ago because she was slandered by the Blackwood family. Seeing the village girl's sincerity, the prince realized who really loved him. With a burning anger, the prince sentenced the Blackwood family to prison after revealing years of hidden truths. Finally, the prince put an end to the Blackwood family's crimes. Woe to you, Blackwood witch! I won't let you live happily after this. Guards, put them in the dungeon and punish them for the rest of their lives, ordered the prince at the very moment, in front of all the guests. After the kingdom became calm again, the prince decided to propose the love of his life, the sincere and affectionate village girl. I have always been enamored with your sincerity and kindness. Are you willing to marry me, my lady? Asked the prince. Yes, of course, my prince, replied the village girl happily. Not long after, the prince and the village girl got married. Since that day, the Agravan kingdom has been at peace, and the prince lives happily with his true love, GOVENNA.